Hi, my name is Bill, and this is how I do it. Today I'm switching gears a little bit, and I'm working on my Bachtold Brothers / DR Field and Brush Mower. Just a little backstory on this unit. About a couple of years ago, I found it on the side of the road. I didn't think too much of it. I thought, I was gonna use it for some parts maybe in the future. But on further inspection, I looked at it, I'm like, man, this thing might run. So I bought a new belt for it. The belt was bad, so I bought a new belt for it. The carburetor was all gunked up. I cleaned it out. I didn't buy a new one at the time. So after I did all that, I had to buy a new gas tank for it because it was leaking. And after that, man, I fired this thing up and I cut with it for a little bit. It worked. Everything worked on it. It surprised me. But today, the issue for today is I had it, I found this out about a year ago, and I went to crank it up, and I'm pulling the drawstring and nothing. So what's going on is the starter clutch assembly is bad. I believe that it's bad. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take it apart and get to the clutch assembly and replace it. I got a new one from your friendly neighborhood Amazon, because I know it's not an Amazon store by me. So we have to wait for all our parts now instead of going to a parts store. Anyway, that's a rant. So follow me, man. I'm gonna just tear apart everything, and I'm gonna replace the carburetor while I'm in here too. So let's go. All right, the first thing I gotta do is take off this air box. What's air filter box? Housing, you wanna call it. Little flat head. It just pulls out of there. The air filter right there. Probably need to change that too, but just can't get parts of this thing that easy. All right, now I need to take off this carburetor housing here. You got two nuts right here that's holding the housing on. It's a rubber hose for the air that gets the filtered air through here. You just take that out and it comes out. It has a little lip on it and just goes into that housing cover there. The next thing I gotta do is take off this fuel pump right here. All right, that's out of there. While the housing's connected, I'm gonna take off this guard and the recoil starter. And it has four 8mm bolts all the way around it. So I'm gonna take off those. This one right here is hard to get to. You gotta get to it by a wrench. Old school. All right, now I'm ready to take off this guard. Now, a trick to taking off the guard, you have to pull the guard out, and it's these same I call them retainer clips because they have a dual function. The first function, it connects the recoil starter to the case right here, and it also allows the guard to be screwed in it as well. But what you have to do is pull the guard, because it's a tight fit, under those clips, and up under the retainer clip is the screw that actually bolts the recoil starter to the housing. So you got to take those out, and those are Phillips heads. Oh, they're not Phillips heads, they're Torx bits. And I got those, I got that bit here. That's a T20 Torx head. All right, now I can remove the recoil starter and the guard. All right, both of those out of there. That doesn't look bad. Still has plenty of, on the sprockets, it still has a lot of meat still on them, so I think that's gonna be good. Put that to the side, and now I gotta take off this housing assembly, this housing itself. And it has 4 bolts. It has 2 at the top, and 1 on the side towards the bottom, and 1 on the other side here. I'm gonna try to show them. All right, I'm gonna take these 4 bolts out. Well, it's 3 bolts. Somebody lost one of them. All right, this housing's ready to come out of here. Push that. Not gonna disconnect anything. I'm just gonna put that to the side at the top. Boom, boom. Now I got access to the flywheel here, and access to this remote, this starter clutch. And now I'm gonna take off the starter clutch. And of course, they make a special tool for this. I don't have the tool. So what I'm gonna use is a pry bar to hold the flywheel still, and channel locks to grip on the starter clutch and remove it. There it goes. Just like that. Wasn't that difficult, but it's off. It's off. So let me go get my Chinesium one. Here it is. Look at that. See that? See, that's right there. That's in cranking motion there. I had these ball bearings in here that's supposed to catch when it goes forward. That's how the clutch part works. And then you can crank it. But this one right here, the old one wasn't working. See that? So that is free spinning going forward. Catch it sometimes. It's bad. Bearings in there are bad. All right, so I'm gonna screw this bad boy down here. Install this new one. All right, there it goes. All right, I'm just gonna reverse the process with my pry bar. Let my pry bar have some leverage here. That way all I gotta do is just tighten this on up. Now we're gonna reinstall. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna change this carburetor out. Connect this switch back up. All right, let's put this cage back on. And housing. All right, now it's time to put the housing back on. I mean the recoil starter and the brush guard. All right, put these screws back on. All right, let's go ahead and put this carburetor housing back on here. I'll line it back up. All right, put these nuts back on. See if we can get this hose back through here, through this little lip. right, put this air box housing on here. All right, got this thing back together. I don't know if this thing has any gas in it or not. Yep, has gas. I got a cutoff valve down here. Turn that cutoff valve on. All right, let's see what we got here. See what we got here. All right, I got that on. Switch on. Got the carb on. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Oh, all right, so that's not the issue. That ain't the issue at all, unless it's spark plug bad.
Hey, come outside. Let's hear it.
Say thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Sky. Okay, let's hear it.